Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Jonathan. I'm a spiritual guide, a healer, and a medium. To my returning subscribers, welcome back, my friends. Welcome back, and I hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. In today's video, I want to talk about how to protect your energy as an empath during the holiday seasons. When you're going to be going to parties, when you're going to be going to see family members, how to make sure that you're not leaving there feeling all drained. Let's get started. When it comes to being an empath, the majority of empaths struggle at a certain point being in big crowds. And right now, we're just about to start the holiday season. Therefore, there's going to be some parties. There's going to be some family reunions. You're going to be getting to see certain individuals that you haven't seen in a long time. But what's important is really to put yourself first as far as your own vibrational frequency, making sure that you're not letting other individuals suck you of all their energy. Because look at everything that's happened over the past 2 years. Not everyone has dealt with it the same way. Not everyone has seen it in the same way. And it's really important that you prioritize yourself and that you continue to maintain those high vibrational frequencies, because the higher you're vibing, the better you're feeling, the more guidance you're receiving, the more powerful your intuition is, the more you're able to sense out other people's energies. And that's why it's extremely important. As an example, once you get to a party, once you get to your family reunion, is to take a moment and scan the room. Use your intuition this way as far as being able to sense where there's some positive energy and where there might be some negative energy. Because for certain individuals, Christmas time or the holiday season is a very painful time of the year. Therefore, you really have to be careful with certain individuals unless you're ready to interact one-on-one with them and try to help them out in some way, shape, or form. But even then, make sure that you're using your intuition as far as, are you sensing that they want help? Are you sensing that they literally have their hand out? Or else are they just looking to find someone else to bring them down to their level? Because as far as individuals, when you're going through a difficult time, as an example, when you're feeling sad, when you're feeling depressed, at a certain stage, you're just wanting to drag other individuals down to your level, as an example. That's why it's extremely important that you scan the room and make sure to identify where there's more positive vibes than other places. And not only this, keeping the conversation light. If you're talking to Uncle Bob and you know Uncle Bob hates his job, don't bring that up. Bring up something that you know. It could be a hobby of his. It could be his pet, as an example. Bring up his dogs. Bring up something that's going to be making him feel a lot happier, instead of talking about, well, so how's work going? And then all of a sudden he starts going on this big rant. And as far as other tips and tricks, as an example, there's going to be a lot of children. Most likely at these parties, at Christmas time, at these reunions, there's going to be pets. And if all of a sudden you're talking to the adults and you're starting to feel overwhelmed, you've taken in too much energy because you care too much, take a step back. Go play with the children and take in that loving energy. Because as far as children, they don't have all the worries that the adults have. They're not constantly in their minds as far as their mind is racing. They're into their heart space, especially around Christmas time. And by being able to spend some time with them, you're going to be feeling a lot better, because they're going to be more of a vibrational match to you. And it's the same thing as far as pets. If anyone has pets, you're going to notice most likely all the pets are going to be coming to you anyway. Spend some time with them. And also, if this is not necessary, but getting yourself a protective crystal. And it doesn't matter which crystal you get. It's really trust your intuition. I have a tiger's eye. I've had it for a while now. I've purchased other ones, but I don't have the same feeling that I have as far as with this crystal. Therefore, for me, I've always been using this one. And I make sure that every single full moon, you sit it out during the full moon in order to remove any energy that's in it. And then you take your time after, just holding it in your hand, and place an intention as far as what is it that you want this crystal to help you with. And during the holiday season, it's really important to look as far as what is it that you're consuming. Whether this is something that you're watching, something that you're hearing, something that you're eating, as far as eating as an example, or drinking. making sure that it's helping raise your vibrational frequency. If you notice that it's dropping it, you notice that you're feeling worse, begin to cut that out. And it's the same thing as far as there's going to be a huge buffet wherever you're going to be going. Making sure to get some color on your plate, not just going for the meat and potatoes, an example, but getting some fruits, getting some vegetables in. And it's the same thing as far as your alcohol consumption. Really limit it. And you're going to notice at a certain point, you're no longer going to want to consume this because of the effect that it's going to have on you. But for the moment, just be moderate. Be moderate, and you're going to see that you're going to be having much more energy. And it's the same thing as far as example. All of a sudden, you're feeling overwhelmed by everyone at this party, in this home, as an example. Just going out for a walk, a 15-minute walk, all on your own. It'll most likely be nighttime, just staring at the moon and just allowing those energies to be cleared away, clearing your mind and getting yourself to feel good again. And another tip is making sure to cleanse yourself more often. And what I mean by this is literally either taking a sea salt bath or else scrubbing yourself down with sea salt, clearing away, removing any type of negative energy. I would do prior to going to a party, clearing out your energy. And after the party as well, I would clear out your energy. And if you're having people, if you're going to be the one that's going to be having the party, clear out your home. Whether it's being done with sage or else it's sea salt and water, clear out your home prior to individuals coming forth. And then it's the same thing. That following day, you've had everyone's energy. Everyone has came in. Now there's all these different mixed energies in your home. Taking the time once more, whether it's with sage, clearing the home once more, or else with sea salt and water. 3 hours in each room, and it's going to clear out all the negative energy. Also, it's very important to have the right mindset. Right now, as far as you being an empath, are you still viewing it from a victim mentality, or are you beginning to use it to thrive? What I mean by this is, are you allowing everyone's energy to affect you all the time? Are you able to now begin to put up those healthy boundaries? Have you ever used, as far as your angels, have you ever used them as far as a protective shield? And this technique's extremely easy. Just closing your eyes and envisioning a light ball around you, because our angels are light beings, and having them surround you, therefore protecting other energy. And it's the same thing. If you notice, you go to a party and you notice there's one person who really is not feeling well. There's one person that's extremely negative. They might be going through a depression, but they're not at a stage where they want to be helped. Ask your angels to protect you from that energy. Ask them to keep them away from you. And you're going to notice that's exactly what's going to happen. This happened to me back a while back. I was going to a family reunion, and there was a certain individual. as soon as I step out of the car, I just sensed this dark energy. And it's not an evil energy. I just sensed that someone was in a major depressive state. And all they were looking for was just to suck other people's energies. Well, I asked my angels, keep this person away from me. And all of a sudden, they came face to face. And that's when I just envisioned this light shield from my angels, which helped to protect me. And in the long run, as far as really truly being able to protect yourself from other individuals' energies, it's all about doing that inner healing. It's when all of a sudden you get triggered, something is coming up. Don't suppress it back down. The purer your heart is, the less other individuals' emotions and vibrational frequency is going to affect you. Therefore, when something is coming up, give yourself permission to release this. And you might notice that as far as near and around the full moon, that is when you become the most sensitive. And whenever it's around that time, you sense something is coming up. Give yourself permission to release this, because like I say, the more you're able to remove as far as past painful experiences from your heart space, the more you're going to be able to tune into that love vibrational frequency, the better you're going to be feeling, the more energy you're going to have, and the less other individuals' vibrational frequency will affect you, because at a certain point, you're going to be able to start to put up those healthy boundaries, because at a certain point, it is okay to say no. It is okay to say, I don't have the time right now in order to help you. Because as far as empaths, the majority of the time, they go out of their way to help different individuals, but then they leave themselves feeling all drained. And then all of a sudden, you were taking steps forward on your spiritual journey, but now you're having to take 2, 3 steps back because your vibrational frequency suddenly dropped. And as far as moving forward, there's absolutely nothing more important than continuing to maintain that high vibrational frequency. And whenever it dips, whenever all of a sudden there's a trigger, something is coming up, let it out. Release it. That's why it's coming up, in order for you to truly purify your heart. And as far as this holiday season, it really is about connecting with individuals that you haven't connected with at all. It's about being intimate with certain individuals, really diving deep, having some deep, meaningful conversations. But at the end of the day, it's your vibrational frequency that matters. If all of a sudden you've gone out to friends on a Thursday and then on a Friday and then now on Saturday, take a couple days, break, go out, making sure to go out in nature, making sure to not, for that 2 week span, to cut out every single spiritual practice that you've implemented in your daily life, all your daily habits, trying to keep them in there as much as possible during this time is really going to help as far as how you're feeling. It's really going to help as far as not absorbing too much negative energy. Because as far as 2022, it is going to be an incredible year. As you felt the energies right now that we're feeling the past couple of months, it's just continuously intensifying up. And if right now you're remotely struggling as far as which path should I take, you're going to see doors are going to open. But it has to do with your vibrational frequency. The better you're feeling, the more powerful light codes you're going to receive, the more powerful guidance you're going to receive. Not only that, as far as your intuition is going to intensify, it's going to become much more powerful. Your third eye is going to start to see signs and synchronicities that you've never seen before. So really prioritize your vibrational frequency this holiday season. Well, that's going to do it for the video. I love you guys. You guys have an awesome day. Namaste.